This channel is arguing that our society today has us believe that Earth is the center of our universe and that the sun is circling it. Alright, that's not entirely true, but I did like this cartoon where the sun is talking to Earth and she's saying, "Stop acting like you're the center of the universe, young man." Because obviously, we know that's not an issue anymore. We know that the sun is the center of our universe, but still, there is some truth to it when it comes to personal development, that is. It's from that perspective that the claim here is that we today, as a society, still find ourselves in some kind of a pre-Copernican era. And in the pre-Copernican era, obviously people believed that the sun was circling the earth instead of the other way around. We know that's not true anymore these days. So let me explain what I mean by that. There's two major parts to the claim. And the first is that our head or our brain is in our society considered to be the center of our personal world or universe. Everything else evolves around it. Also, our true physical center being our belly area. So this should be the easy part of the claim. We're living in a brain-centered society today. And I'll go into detail later on in other posts what I mean by that, but this is the first part. And the second part may be more controversial, because here is where the analogy is coming in with the Copernican revolution idea. And the second part is that if we want to make or take the next leap in our evolution as a society and perhaps also as individuals, or even if we just want to avoid going downwards, then we may need to consider switching from a brain-centered to what I would call here then a belly-centered society. So that's the overall idea. It's like just like the sun is the physical center of our universe, so is our belly the physical center of our body. But it's also the center of our being, the location of our soul, if you want. The area that determines most who we each individually truly are in our deepest essence. And our belly is that center, and it should be treated like that, like a true center. But it's clearly not. It's certainly not at the level that it could be. And I will elaborate again in later posts on what exactly I mean by that. But let me clarify here what this Copernican revolution idea does not mean. It's by no means a denial of the importance of our brain. It's of course exactly the opposite. Our brain is hugely important. It determines what we know, what we can do, our skills, and so on. And it also sets us as humans apart from other species on our planet. But there's at least two problems. First, and ironically enough, it's that many of our habits and beliefs today, habits and beliefs that we got from this brain-centered society, right, are preventing our brain from fully developing its potential. These habits and beliefs are essentially numbing our brain, choking, if you want. And second, many of those habits and beliefs are stemming from an insufficient understanding of the importance and the potential of our belly area. So it's from this perspective that the argument is that our belly should get more attention, and that I liked the analogy with this cartoon, where the sun essentially might be asking for more attention, which is the point here too. the sun or our center, obviously. So the argument is that we need to understand more of our belly, our center, in order to improve our brain and then obviously our overall well being. So is the argument then that our gut is our second brain, just like others have argued before? The short answer to that is no. I do agree that our guts are hugely important and that they have a strong connection to what we think and how we feel, but the point here is different and probably stronger. It's that it might be useful for us to think of our entire belly area, not just the digestive system, as it being our first brain. Emphasis on first and on ours. Our as in my for me and you for you. So it's really a fundamental thing we're talking about here, and that certainly needs more elaboration, which I'll get into in future posts. We'll also talk about the distinction between the belly and the brain, what I mean by that, about the benefits of such a shift for us at a personal level, what could we get out of it, but also what is it that we might have to put into it, what could it demand from us. But that's it for now. Let me know if any of this resonates with you. Do you feel we need to move in a different direction with our society, that it perhaps is going on already, and that the different direction might be something like a belly-driven direction? Do you feel very different? Do you agree that we live in a brain-driven society in the first place? All right, any thoughts will be welcome. We'll be looking forward to hear about it. Let me know, and I will be back. Thank you. Bye-bye.